I am the knowledge tree.
I'm sorry.
You understand,
I
brother?
got distracted.
When you consume certain waters, it kills certain brain cells for us as black people that we don't possess anymore. Because that's what we drinking stuff like Crystal Geysers.
Oh my god. That actually was a bar. Crystal Geyser is disgusting. I don't care what you say.
That's why we're not drinking that today.
Okay, like gross. All right.
All right, we're going to welcome you guys to a new episode of A Regular Thing, the pod. Once again, you're back with your player partner Kodak behind the lens. Got the shape of the guy himself,
Cooler
BS.
than the other side of your pillow.
Come on, right next to me.
You already know it's Mari Marta Star. It's art, darling.
I swear I'm going to get some dice or something so I can have something to go with that. Like, yeah, 7, give me that.
Yeah, so.
But we are back again for another episode. We want to thank you guys for tuning in, man. We get back to being consistent. We back outside, man. We back in the trenches with it. So
Good to
expect
be
more
back.
content, more episodes, man. Get used to being sick of us because we're here. You know?
And we ain't going nowhere.
So, yeah, man. So we're going to do a quick check-in. This is our Squad Pod episode. Squad Pod.
Squad. Bam, bam, bam,
Let's
bam, bam.
You know, so this is where we just talk amongst the homies, man. Get to be ourselves. So first do a check-in, man. So how is everybody living, man? VS, how you doing?
Yeah, Shea Butter God.
I'm smooth, man. You know, I'm on
Like shea butter.
on a reset right now. So day 3 of the reset.
What's a reset?
So
Good question.
doing a fruits and veggie diet only, drinking water, making sure I'm working out, getting organized, executing.
God body, okay.
Yes.
You writing in your journal?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, you know it.
Shout out to the brothers that journal, man.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I haven't gotten into journaling yet. I think I feel like that's gonna be some type of evidence that could use against me in a RICO. I don't know why, but shout out to you for doing that. What about you, Mari Moore the Star?
I still have to recover from that, but I'm all right. I'm back. I've been good.
Okay.
I've been good. Okay, I'm actually in a similar era of Shea Butter God right now. I'm restarting a fitness journey, restarting a health journey. I did in fact go through some health concerns over the past couple of months. And you know, to be able to bounce back and feel great and be motivated to feel greater is a wonderful thing. So I've been good. What about you, big brother?
Man, as y'all can see by the beard, it's not lined up. Been working on some things, just behind the scenes, you know what I mean, getting a little life together, you know what I mean, like yourself, you know what I mean, like you, VS, I'm on a health journey, you know what I mean, slimming down, you feel me?
Slimming
You know what I
down.
mean, health is wealth, you know what I mean, health is new currency, man. Shout out to my brother Christian, man, the Black Men's Mental Health Wellness crew. But yeah, so just been working on stuff, just kind of, I've been getting low a lot. Like I've just been staying low, trying to work on things, work on myself, you know what I mean, just get me right, you know what I mean, before I pop out and be everywhere, you know what I mean, staying low.
Before you pop out and show niggas?
Factory.
When the last time you went swimming?
Man, I don't know, about 6-7 years ago.
3 weeks ago.
So I went swimming. I started doing laps at the gym. Man, I was like, damn. I was like, I'm out of breath. Like I was hitting the freestyle, and every time the right arm came up, I had to take a breath. I was like, damn, my pipes is gone. This is unacceptable.
Imagine a stoner. Like,
oh yeah.
Listen, I thought I was big shit jumping into the pool because I'm like, oh yeah, no worries. I got this. Baby, I felt like I started to drown immediately. I was like, oh, wait, hold on. So then I was like, hold on. The number one thing to not do, right? You don't panic. That's the first thing people will naturally want to do. Don't. Get your bearings. Figure out where your body is. Your body is going to be the thing that saves you. If you can swim. I'm not trying, don't go try that. Okay?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, for those of you that can and haven't in a while, don't panic. Just get your bearings. And I was able to pop back up and be like, okay. Then I floated on my back and just kind of had to play it off like a cool person. Like I didn't just almost drown.
Yeah. I respect that. I got invited to a whole pool party recently. Shout out to my brother Josh. And I did not get a pool. They were like, bro, I knew it was a whole pool
No?
party. I just showed up in my fit. And they was like, you want to get in the pool? I'm like, nah, I'm kind of already swimming right now, baby. You feel me? With the drip.
No, he didn't.
I don't need to, I'm already wet. You tell me, man. Tell me. Nah,
Did it like, was it one of those pools that went real deep at one end, or was it like
it's
one
like
of
a
the new
6
school ones?
6 foot. Shout out to my brother 6 foot and up. You know what I mean? We good.
Yeah, I mean.
You're 6 foot tall kings. We ain't worried about the 6 foot side. You feel we 6'2" and up over here, champ. You feel me? So nah, I didn't want to hop in. Like I went to the gym that morning, like I already showered, didn't feel like hopping like a pool of bleach. I just wasn't my thing.
Oh man, I gotta make sure I get some goggles because man, when I
Bruh.
came out yesterday, my eyes
Ooh,
was red.
I heard that.
Red.
See?
Guys, y'all don't want me to talk about the revelation of chlorified pools, okay? Let me just tell y'all, for those of y'all that are on the social media situation, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the video, okay? But for y'all that have not, I'm gonna just say, look up why you shouldn't go in no public pool nowhere. Like unless it's a private pool, like at your house, look up why. I'm not gonna say it.
Damn, you just fucking it up for me, man.
But
I
look
was
it up.
getting good swimming. I was like, man, it's good
I'm
cardio.
sorry. I wouldn't listen. If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't have said nothing. But you the shea butter god, okay? You one of 4 now. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Speaking of, do I get to drop the bomb or
Go ahead.
hold on. I would like to announce that our family has grown. It's not just 3, it's 4 of us now. And she's a woman.
It's the 4 horsemen.
It's still 4. And we're finna bring it to you. I want to humbly, excitedly, and amazingly introduce Big B, not the little one, aka Miss Britt Nixon on Instagram, 2 T's, not 1. She is our 4th and last piece of a perfect freaking puzzle. Britt, what's happening, man?
What's good?
Oh my God.
Hi, everyone.
Listen, it's been a minute. How you feel like being here all the way officially?
I feel good. I feel good. I feel real good.
So
Feels
yeah.
right.
It does.
Yes.
It does. You know what I mean? Because man, me and VS, it was just too many dudes. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
It was too many
I'm
dudes.
happy that y'all
We was
said it.
definitely manning everything. I was like, all right, these dudes said, do what? Then we gonna do it that way? Like, yeah, we definitely needed help. So B was a blessing to come and be a part of the team. So
Thank
now
you,
it's the
thank
4
you.
horsemen. You know what I mean? We out here deep. You know what I mean? So
4 of us.
y'all gotta welcome B. Y'all gonna see B when we do things, be out, just like Shea Butter, she is anonymous. So, she don't want anybody running up on her. She don't know you like that. You know what I mean? She from the trenches. She might have to back out on you. So she rather stay low. You feel me? But she's definitely a part of the team, man.
Don't
I'm glad
get
to have
chin
B with us.
checked. Don't get chin checked though.
At all.
Cause she don't play that shit.
Because we can do 2-on-2 phase on each side.
Period. Yeah,
On
we
my
evenly
dead.
yoked up in
On my
this bitch.
dead.
But yeah, we just want to do a huge, big, major, warm welcome and shout out to our newest family member. Girl, you don't even know how excited I personally am to have a sister up in this game. Cause listen, I love my brothers. I love them. But like this man said, it was a whole lot of niggatry up in here. And I couldn't do nothing about it. Now,
not a damn thing.
We equal.
Yeah. Now it's a balance now. So you'll see where our content and things, it'll be a balance. It won't be too hyper masculine, it's gonna be a good balance. You're gonna start seeing the touches. And also she's helping us get us right, man.
Yes.
I said we're trying to grow, we want to expand. So we're growing in front of you guys. We want to show that we are literally working on our craft.
Yeah, this is a living document, bro. This isn't something that is cut and dry. We understand that in order to build rapport, vulnerability is the key. And so we don't ever want to put something in front of you guys that feels inauthentic, that feels disingenuous, and just honestly feels like a fucking gimmick. That's not this. Like I said, #family.
Exactly.
So you gonna see. But shout out to Big B, not the little one.
So as y'all seen, I'm sure on our social media, we did LakeFest.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so shout out to
Yeah.
everybody that pulled up to our booth, came
Yeah.
and said what's up, did interviews with us. Man, we appreciate all y'all. Even the homies that just slid through just to hang out, who couldn't get on the mic, they were just there to show love and just slide
3
through. Man, it was a beautiful time.
Password,
And that was B first time
DJC
working
and
with us
me. Yeah.
and doing this. Like, this was our biggest moment, you know what I mean? So it was a perfect time to add another piece to the puzzle to help us, like, just step it up. You know what I mean? So how did y'all feel about LakeFest?
The morning was like, okay, we here. It was early. It was an early start for me.
Man,
And
first and
then
foremost, I fucked up. I'm just gonna take that accountability up front.
Womp, womp, womp.
I was late. I was holding people back from getting there on time, you know, and I took accountability. So don't hate on me. I see the hate in some of your eyes while watching this.
Yeah, me.
I apologize from the door. I took accountability early. I ain't wait till somebody tell me, what the fuck? Listen, that's on me. I took accountability and my team. They held me down. You know what I mean? I'm sure in their mind, I was in, you feel me? But
Definitely in
they
mine.
didn't say anything out loud, which I appreciate. You know, it kept my confidence up. But yeah, early
Definitely
morning
mine.
was crazy. We definitely had a crazy start.
yeah, that traffic initially to get in, that was looking stupid.
Bruh.
And if it weren't for Kodak saying, "Hey, nah, bend this corner right here," we
Facts.
cut the line off.
Hey, he made up for it. Like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
made up for it for sure. Like, he
I was
made
like,
up
nah,
for
we
it.
ain't doing this. We definitely gonna flip a bitch. So,
He
like,
made
we
up
ain't doing
for
that.
it.
Like, you know, sometimes how we call it, your town instincts gotta kick in, man. You gotta, like, you know what?
That
We
part.
ain't waiting on that. Dude, slide, mob, dip, slide, boop. There we go.
Yeah.
So we did.
Yeah, we made it in there. It was like, damn. It really showcased that everybody in the Bay Area is a hustler because everybody was working a job that wasn't their job.
Exactly.
Everybody that you saw up there, it was like a second or third hustle for them.
Oh, for sure. We saw several people. People were checking us in. I'm like, what's up, bro? Like, oh, man, yeah, where you at? Like, it was crazy. You know
It
what I
was
mean?
awesome. Oh my gosh, it was awesome.
Mhm.
It was so awesome. Like, we were right by the stage.
Right by the main
So we
stage.
got to see a lot of amazing performances, a lot of wonderful talent bred and born right here in the Bay Area. A lot of
Hey.
it was born and bred right here.
It was crazy because we were juiced about being next to the main stage
Man,
until we pulled up and was like, hold on,
The sound.
how we finna do a pod
The sound.
next
or
to the
next to the
main
main stage?
stage. We did not, like, we were so happy. Like, shout out to Shayla and the whole team.
Yes.
All the producers of the event,
Miss
Prentice
James.
Powell, DC, the host of the main stage. Like, we were just happy to be, because for us, that's
Yeah, the
prime real
LakeFest
estate. Like, man,
squad.
we up front, we right here where it's at. But then we thought about it. We need to film and record. How are we gonna do this where it's just literally speakers blurring at us? Or like, yo, so what makes you a creative? Like, it was just,
You can tell. Like, let's talk about it. Okay, y'all, like we said earlier, we not gonna hide and sugarcoat all the shit. Y'all can clearly tell that we were having to compensate for the sound. Okay. And it was interesting because I felt like all that really did was just show the resilience we have as a squad. You know, like little tiny things kept trying to like take us off the beaten path. And every single moment we all put our noggins together to pivot and figure some shit out. Every moment. We interacted with all of these wonderful kids. I should have remembered to mention bringing the board. We had this wonderful art easel board where like kids, anybody could come and draw what they thought art was to them. And y'all, next squad pod, we gonna make sure to show y'all that board.
And that one girl was in there.
It was amazing.
Man.
It was amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
One of my highlights for sure.
Of course, you especially being an educator. She loved the babies. I was always stressed out. Like, you
Why
little
let a
niggas
kid-
need to keep it pushing. But one young lady, shout out to her, she started doing a whole masterpiece on there, and she was putting words.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like I'm watching it. Like, all right,
Yeah.
preach a little sis. Like, she putting like words of affirmation and
Black
what art is.
Lives
Like, it was good.
Matter.
She was grabbing different colors.
Artist
Man,
love
We
was
said
on
doodle
there.
a little bit. She took over the board.
But you know, I think I said it to y'all when it was happening. Like the beautiful part about that little moment, right? Although at points, no shade, like it was a little bit aggravating. Like, baby, we want to make sure that other children have the ability to interact with this object. So let's be real. But that doesn't minimize how important it was for us to be able to showcase in our own way that when a child is encouraged healthily and isn't limited,
Right.
and they don't have a box that they have to fit in, they're gonna take up fucking space. And so shout out to you, little kid. I hope that whatever you decide to do in the future, we get to hear about it, we get to see about it, because that was such a profound moment for me. And at the time, I'm like, yo, like, at first I was like, oh, but then I'm like, nope. I just got told a lesson right there. So shout out to you, little kid. You did that.
Keep it moving next time.
Hey, we did that
That
spin
too.
the wheel, and we messed up because no adults was coming to spin the wheel.
Oh my God.
And every game that we had for the spin the wheel was for adults, and every little kid wanted to come and spin the wheel.
Yeah, we made it a little too interactive.
Yeah, but again, we weren't expecting that. We were our whole,
MO
is about engaging with adults, and it just so happened the kids start seeing little goodie bags being given away, and they just like, I want to spin. This is like, bro, this is like stuff on your eyelid. This is like some bags got lip gloss. Like, little bro, this ain't like a toy soldier bag.
freaking Ace of Spades bottle opener.
Yeah,
like,
just
come
like,
on,
bro,
bro.
like, little
This
bro.
ain't for you.
Little bro.
Okay.
But they were the only ones pulling up. So, shout out to the parents if your baby came back with a bag. You're like, what the hell is this?
We was just making sure the babies had a
Listen,
little
man,
something for their time.
we
And it
just
wasn't
tryna-
crazy. It was like
No,
bubbles.
it was
They were fucking with that ring
it was like
pop.
PG-13.
Yeah, nothing crazy. We did have a group of women come up though. We had a group of women come up. I think they did one of the they ended up doing the Dougie. Like at first I was working with her. She was like, hold on, wait, like, how do I do it again? Then I did it. She's like, oh, okay, I got it. And then she started doing it. And then the people that she was with started doing it. So we was like, hey, y'all get a little back. It was dope.
It was dope.
It was so dope.
Our tent was jumping up. We definitely were not lacking attention. Like it was constant people just around, hanging around. Again, like homies pulled up. They started sitting their drinks down. It was like a little club, a little lounge area. It was like,
dudes was coming there charging their phone. Like,
my phone
Yes.
on my phone.
It was
Appreciate
crazy.
you. Like it was crazy. Like we turned a whole little little kicking spot, but we still had to be like, all right, y'all gotta move while we like record the stuff.
And they did. They were
respectful.
kind
The
about
homies was cool.
Yeah, they were super
They
kind
got
about
out the way.
I have a reflective question for us as a squad. So with LakeFest being our first like big event, right? Where we're seen, we're in the space, we're in faces, right? We're in ears and faces. If there's one thing that you could take with you from this one to take into the next possible big event, what would that thing be?
Yes.
We need our own tent, number one. And I think we're going to need a bigger generator because at the end,
I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
It died, and I don't know exactly when it died. But we got all the stuff that we did, but it was just, okay.
Yeah, towards the end.
Right.
Just a large generator.
Great observation.
I would say stuff like that. What about you, B?
Well, I'm a visual person, so for me, it's all about the look. And I'm not saying our tent was bad at all, especially the first, being our first event. But I saw what we could do better by looking at the other tents. So I hate the word aesthetic, but the aesthetics of it.
No, I'm with you on that. I felt like for us to be there the first time, it was great. Like we had some really great opportunities, some really great active things to engage with our community. But I do think that aesthetically, I would like for us to be able to amp it up, just because I feel like that's how I feel about us as a squad. I feel like we want to look like we walk that, we talk that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, what pod was that? I want to shout them out. What was that?
Tierney.
Yeah,
and,
like
shout
that
out Big Homie
setup.
Tierney and his podcast.
I just want to let y'all know that setup was mad inspirational. Like, yeah, it was beautiful.
Man, they had tables.
You
they
know,
had the marketing around the tent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was
beautiful.
It was dope. It was really dope to see them. Like, but I mean, T and them have been around doing this for a couple of years now. You know, things of that nature. I mean, for me, like you say, like everybody said, I agree with everybody's points. Aesthetics, better generators, better table setup. I know we'll do like more of a round table on the next one we talked
Oh yeah,
about.
we talked about that too. That would be a great idea.
Of course, merch, like for us to have things to where we're a little more like on brand with how we want to look. You know what I mean? And have another table, maybe even have like a second mini tent set up for like again merch or anything like that. We're interacting with people because I would like for us to get start getting more into getting like our media passes and start doing media.
Oh yeah, real fancy.
Different like festivals and stuff like that. Really get our name out there and put ourselves in different environments. So I know with that, I would love for us to be a little more together, and also just me
roll out,
being on time.
Everyone
being on time. Just being better with like logistics. We weren't bad. We definitely got it together fast.
Yeah, for sure.
We broke down fast. We got out of it. So we were still very good for our first time.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like I said, our booth was not lacking attention. So it's like we definitely got a lot of love. And we almost had a big interview that couldn't make it at that time, but we're gonna get you.
Yeah, that we not gonna say nothing
with us. You know what I mean?
We're not gonna say nothing, but
like I'm kind of glad we didn't get that moment there. Like I feel like we deserved a more of a sit down moment with that known artist,
with that person.
But it's definitely in our back pockets for future time. So
it's in the woodworks.
I don't know, just growing and improving, growing and learning.
Yeah.
But it's just beautiful for a pod, this young, to get opportunities like that. You know
Agreed.
what I mean? And literally get things that it's people I've seen online. Shout out to them, to the homies who've had their podcasts for way longer than us.
Yeah.
And here we are getting those type of looks. You know what I mean? And we don't even market super crazy.
Right.
It's very organic. It's people who come in and experience what we have going and want to give us opportunities.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So it shows that what we have is something that is needed in the market, in the space. And there are people who are seeing it and they want to help us get more visibility. So it was dope. I want to talk to y'all about the new music that's been coming out. You know what I mean? New things that hitting the airwaves. I don't know about any of y'all.
Bam, 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 bam.
But I got Bieber fever. Shout out to the Beeps. Swag album came out.
Beeps Swag.
Who else? Giveon, new album dropped.
New project. Pusha, brother.
Clipse. Got their new album. Let God sort them out. But you said that Travis Scott and new I think the whole squad, the new Cactus.
Ooh, Quinn too. She dropped the EP. Nice. Quinn and Kehlani. That song? Folded? Got me folded.
Folded, that's the one.
That bit got me folded. Clean, cut, and dry.
That's been on repeat.
It's such a beautiful song. You ate that. Okay. I've been on the single hype. So I've been Quinn's new single, Kehlani's new single. Chris has one called Holy Blindfold that is so cool. It takes you all the way back. Like the energy, the vibe is definitely given like how we used to do the brown sugar event, where we played all the old school R&B. It gives that energy. And even Mariah, she just dropped another song. I think it's called Type Dangerous. Also a very nice vibe. So it's a lot.
At K1 right project is being circulating super heavy right now. I like that.
K1 or Quinn?
K1.
Let me know. Thank you. My bad.
Yeah, that song she got with Kehlani,
I apologize.
That was it was a smart move. I mean, better whole team and them. You know what I mean? It really took her to the next level. But like she's been moving for a while. Like I remember I first got caught on her like when she had like long hair and just on Instagram randomly just surfing through and just finding her. And I had no idea because you see her now with the short hair. Like I found out from like a young lady that I was cool with was talking and she was just like, yo, this K1 girl. Like I'm like, K1. I'm like, oh, I remember her. Yeah. So it's like she's been just ascending ever since, and like she's making great stuff. So it's been a lot of heat out there.
Her look is very. First of all, just in case I don't know, I think it's her. I think she uses she/her pronouns. I believe because that is a thing. That is the culture we are in, and we're gonna respect that, especially for our sisters of color and people of color and days of color. I believe she uses she/her pronouns, and the aesthetic is giving. Amazing. It's giving everything that it needs to fucking give.
Hey, when I hear her songs, I be like, she's lucky. Because the shit she be talking about, niggas can't say that no more. Do what I say. That's a song.
I disagree. I think you can't say that.
Disagree.
I come from the school of Too Short. It's all about how you say the word bitch. So, like, I think that a lot, like, it's penmanship, bro. Like A lot of artists are not writing that shit no more. Writers, because even like you see, like I just saw Jazzy on the interview with Joe Budden talking about how she's not writing for nobody no more. It's like because the writers are not being appreciated. So the writers who can write that smooth shit are not fucking around with nobody. They doing their own music.
Saying that she wasn't really trying to write too much for other people no more.
Yep.
Yeah, like a lot of people are not writing. So I think like it's just the writing is lacking. The way she says it is so simple, but it's just like it's the swag. Like just change your nails the way I like it. Like it's smooth.
Yeah.
The way she set it up is like, you know what I mean? Because as I'm sure a lot of men out there, you've
Hey,
been
she
a
got
young lady.
bars.
Man,
When she said, "I'm gonna paint my nails too and make them disappear," I was like,
because I know where to hide it inside of you. Like this, come on. So it's that. It's just you. It's ism. You know what I mean? It's ism. She's just talking ism. It's just like niggas is corny now. That's all it is. Like everybody like.
touche.
You know what I mean? Like if you look at a lot of the landscape of the music here, when you read the lyrics, you're like, oh, you're not saying nothing.
Yeah, you ain't saying shit.
You're not talking. Men are not talking to women anymore.
No, you're just talking about us still.
You're just talking about them. You're not talking to women anymore.
But I don't want to make it seem like it's very one-sided because it's not. I've also been experiencing a little bit of female rap fatigue as well. Because in the same way that men talk about us, women, we talk about ourselves the exact same way that they talk about us.
Definitely.
And this may ruffle feathers, but I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. I feel like there is a such thing as birds of a feather flock together. There is a such thing as guilty by association. And respectfully, I do believe that all people deserve to be respected. I do believe all people deserve kindness. However, if you invite certain types of attention, if you invite and invoke and encourage certain types of conversations to be had about you, don't act surprised. And I think that goes for anybody, not women, not men, anybody. That's it.
Definitely. You know, and that's why I say it's a lack of quality in music. I mean, that's why we're talking about the clips, like how a lot of people right now are going crazy on this album. Like, I have not heard anyone not said this is a classic album. This is going to be a Grammy nominated album. This is potentially album of the year.
Beeps?
No, Clipse.
Yeah.
Biebs, people like Biebs' album, you know, but a lot of people are looking at his life because it was kind of a shock drop a little bit. Like,
kind
it
of
wasn't
like
a real rollout, and it's like, it's Bieber, like not like, you know what I mean? That's like Justin Timberlake, Usher, like even though he's way younger, but
I agree.
that's like Taylor Swift. That's Bieber, like
Biebs,
bro. It was a drop, and
Biebs.
I don't know if y'all get deep in the weeds of the music industry business, but there's been a thing with him and his former manager and the money settlement and all that, you know, and with him being on Def Jam. Def Jam dropped the Clipse, so a lot of people felt that Def Jam dropped Bieber's album to try to
aggravate,
railroad and like cast a shadow over the Clipse drop. Psych, you lost. Everybody loves that project. Their press run is crazy. Their press run is crazy. You know what I mean? They went to Rock Nation and went dumb.
Facts.
But it's like a lot of people feel like that album came out because of that. You know what I mean? And it's like
almost like retaliatory.
For sure.
You know, like, oh, sir, this is what you bet. Nah, I'm finna try to play some defense. I'm finna try to box you out. And that's not what happened.
It didn't work.
Nah,
that's not what happened.
Fire, top to bottom.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
Oh, can I bring up an item? I'd like to bring up an item. So one item that I was reading about regarding a lot of the music that's been dropping, there was a music connoisseur who kind of spoke about the interest in Clipse being the age that he is at, because I believe he's in his early 50s, right?
Oh, yeah, Malice. Yeah, Malice is 52.
Malice, I'm sorry, boom. Malice is in his early 50s. And I seen a lot of talk about people being kind of like, all right, Andre, all right, 3K, what's up? Like, y'all kind of in the same bracket, and Malice is spitting bars right now. Like, not to say that, you feel me, you got to do what we say, but like, it seemed like people were kind of in expectancy of Andre to kind of step back into the game, because remember when he stepped out, it was, hey, I just don't feel like, you know, like I don't feel like the music is pure. I don't feel like it's giving what it needs to give. Now you got somebody that's in your bracket coming like it is if you put the work in. And so I would like to raise that. What y'all think about that? I want to raise that. What y'all
About
think about
Andre
that?
coming back? I mean,
Yeah, like the overall feeling of people kind of looking at Andre like,
I think Andre looking back at them like,
Yeah. I mean, he said what he said. Like
I'm playing my flute, bro.
Yeah.
Like he said what he said.
Like he like Andre a real old player. You're not gonna rush me, P. I don't care about nothing about what another man doing. Like catch me with the flute. That's like I'll play on their track with my flute. You feel me? But no, I'm not rapping. I'm not inspired. Like
I'm not inspired.
The greats, man, like the geniuses of this shit, like they have to have something to be inspired by. They have something to drive. They have something to get them now that wants to do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, in order for Jordan to get up, you gotta ignite something in him. Like, cause I know I'm gonna come out and give you 35. Like, I know that. Like, even on my worst day, like, what's gonna make me come out of retirement? I think Andre, you know, just like Malice, it took Malice a long time. In the interview, he talks about how he had to go speak to his father, you know, who was a deacon in the church, and, you know, because he went towards God, and his dad gave him the blessing to start back rapping. Like, nah, it's okay. Like, you know, yes, you can still be a man of God, you know, and still go back to rapping, you know what I mean? So without that, you know what I mean, Malice took, 15 years off?
15
you know what I mean?
smackers.
This man came back in his 50s, you know, and he sounds so refreshed and reset and just has a new outlook.
Wonderful.
You know what I mean? So it's like Andre, I don't think Andre just has that energy. And also, Malice came back with his brother, Push. Dre is probably going to need Big Boy to make that call or to try to push, or because Push slowly got Malice back then. Push, it started with the Kanye Jesus is King album,
right?
And that's where you start seeing Malice start working on music, and then of course they had like little Push, they had like Clipse like shows and spot dates, but that was the start of like, all right, I'm kind of starting to like get the bug a little bit, but Push said like that was intentional, like he had to work with him to get him back to that point.
Word of the day is intention.
Like, I think if Big Boy did that, like, you know, and I'll say that for real. Like, how do you tell P no? Like, once P get in the room, like, and also you're recording an album in Paris.
Skateboard P, listen,
you're
I've been
Louis
around.
Vuitton. Like, it's so much inspiration and avant-garde and just sauce in the room. Like, I'm trying on new Louis pieces that ain't gonna come out for 2 years. Like, I'm different. Like, I'm not back home in Virginia. I'm in Paris. Like, pass me the mic. Give me that Jesus piece. Thank you. All right, so be it. Like you know what I mean? So it's like, it took that though. You know, but I think if Stax get inspired to rap again,
then he might pop out. He might pop out.
He needs something. He needs to. You gotta, with those type of like artists and like greats, you gotta tap that nerve. That kind of gives him a challenge again.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you're right, because I feel like some of our current greats, right, operate the same way. I know K-Dot actually talks about on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers how it took him a minute to even come back, because he was like, bruh, I had writer's block. I don't know what to address. I don't know what more you want me to talk about. Like, I just don't feel it. If I don't feel it, then I'm not putting it forth. You know, and we got Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and then GNX. So it's like, oh, okay, maybe we should give you a little time to work on what you need to work on. Because if this is what the fuck we get, I mean, goddamn.
The thing about these albums is I'm still listening to GNX, and I'm gonna be listening to this Clipse album. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like, these aren't like just okay. All right, cool. What's next? These are like, they're taking it back to that feeling of, all right, music is being made to last.
Definitely. Again. You know, because I mean they're doing real rollouts again. You know, like if you watch some of the interviews, like the Complex interview they shot that interview this time last year. That album took like 2 years to make. So they did it real old school. Like, they really sat down and made an album. Like, old school, you took a year and a half to do an album. You know what I mean? Like, now niggas are going to the studio for 2 months to come out with an album, and then it goes copper. You wonder why. Like, they took time. Like, Pharrell was like, I don't want freestyle verses. Like, I need
sit your ass down and
really,
write.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not making these godly beats for you to just come on there and just rap shit off top of brain. Like, no, it needs to be intentional. So, like, they were going over like stems, and like they were really detailed about everything. Everything in that album was there on purpose. Like, even the this is culturally inappropriate. You know what I mean? That was something that was said during a session, and they're like, oh, wait, let's keep that.
Yeah.
And they put it through the whole album. You know what I mean? Like, it was intentional.
Yeah.
Like, they knew this was gonna be our first time coming back in like almost 20 years. Like
we gonna come correct.
We gotta step out.
We gonna
like,
step. Yeah.
And we older. You know what I mean? Like one's in his 50s, other one's approaching 50.
So again, hip hop is breaking barriers. Like 50, you still cool. Like
in your
when
50s.
we in your 50s, and we seeing like if you can, your audience will grow with you.
Right.
Like, so you don't have to stay like just trying to sell the kid. Let the kids sell to the kids. And I think it's different too because I think millennials, we're still checking for new music. At the age that we are,
comfortably.
like our parents wasn't looking for no more new music. They had their collection. That was it.
Yeah.
They hit their 30s and was like, oh, we're done. It ain't no more new music. Maybe an album here or there, song here or there, but they wasn't checking for it. As parents, they were like telling the kids, like, no, don't listen to that.
Yeah, it was, yeah, for sure.
Us, on the other hand, are still, Friday was dropping. So we still want and crave new music.
Oh, how I miss hot new hip hop.
Man, thatpiss.com.
Yes. Oh my God.
Mixtape days. Speaking of that.
So,
I put in a group chat with y'all about the year of 05. You know, speaking of Clipse and all those things. And like I saw this post on social media, you know what I mean? Shout out all the guys out there from that era.
All the guys.
And all the albums, because it's a whole list. Like I want to go through this list.
Okay. I mean? Ooh, okay.
So it's just some of the albums that came out in 05.
Natural reactions.
You got Destiny's Child, Destiny's Fulfilled. That came out.
You already started.
John Legend, Get Lifted. The Game, the documentary. Omarion O. 50 Cent, The Massacre. Like Benny Siegel, The Becoming. Like Faith Evans, The First Lady. Mariah Carey, The Emancipation of Mimi.
Ooh.
Mike Jones, Who's Mike Jones? Bobby Valentino, Disturbing the Peace, presents Bobby Valentino. Like, what else they had?
Kanye
like,
West, Late Registration.
Yeah, Common, B.
Ooh.
Like, it was Black Eyed Peas, Monkey Business. Like, if you know about that album, like, Boys in the Hood album, like,
Jamie
Yin
Foxx,
Yang Twins, United States of Atlanta.
Unpredictable.
Oh, my God. R. Kelly, TP3. Like, the list is crazy. Young Jeezy, Let's Get It, Thug Motivation 101.
The Carter 2.
Jim Jones, Harlem, Diary of Summer. Like, I say Kanye West, Late Registration. Like, Paul Wall, The People's Champ. Like, bro,
Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott, Twister, The Day After. Like, Alicia Keys, Unplugged.
Nelly
like,
Sweatsuit. Bro, Anthony Hamilton, Ain't Nobody Worrying.
It's a crazy, like, that Chris Brown.
Blue Stars, like, Pretty Ricky.
Lil Wayne, The Carter 2. Like, the list is crazy for that year, bro.
Keisha Cole, The Way It Is.
The Way It Is, yes.
Oh, stop.
Like,
really?
Yes. All these albums.
In 1 year.
1 year.
Damn.
1 year.
Oh, did you say T-Pain? Rapper turned singer?
T-Pain,
didn't even add that.
Like, that's so many to name, like, bro, like, when you think about that year, like 20 years later, when you look at that list, nigga, what happened? What happened? Like,
ooh, and the cool part is, 20 years later, I definitely still have a few of those albums on this album.
Sure, still slapping.
Okay,
I'm still slapping rapping.
Proudly slapping.
Still
pretty much. Yeah. So
that Omarion album was my sleeper.
Bro, oh, come on, bro.
What happened?
Bro.
What happened, y'all?
I was outside throwing up O's with dances. Like, what?
Man, I was on my way during that time back and forth to Stockton.
Bro, I'm going to change that whole album.
Destiny Fulfilled. Emancipation of Mimi. The Carter fucking 2.
Yes.
Kanye West before he went to Yeezus?
Late Registration. Bro, what? You talking about Good Life, all that? Like, man, Game first album, documentary.
Oh my!
Like,
and that was a series too? He did like 3, then he did a 2.
Like,
4 because he did a 2.5 too.
Bro, Jeezy Thug Motivation 101. Like,
listen,
I'm sure Gucci. I think was it Gucci out during that time? Like, it was so many.
Gucci Man LaFleur.
Like, bro, that year when the Yin Yang Twins, United States of Atlanta, what that album did for my high school career.
Shot at Coral.
My God. My God.
On the floor wide open.
You can still put that album on now. And it's a lot of you out there. 4 kids in.
So much they call it Billy Ocean.
Bro, you gonna be in the kitchen trying to hold it back.
Hey, that
just shake it like
I was waiting.
Hey, that's the one with the Whisper song on it.
Bro,
when that came out,
bedroom, boom. Man, shout out Vaughn. Like, I'm telling you, like
Carter 2, that mean the Hustler music came
bro.
out that year.
And Carter 2 is arguably Wayne's best Carter for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
for
a lot of people, Carter 2 was the best Carter for them. So it's like that.
Don't fight me.
I don't think that would ever be repeated again. And the best part was it was so unintentional. Like, it was just artists getting out music. Like, you talking about Alicia Keys Unplugged. This is like braids to the back with the bees still on Alicia. You know what I mean? Like,
but she sounded
that was like,
good.
what, you don't know my name, Alicia? On that time?
But she
like,
sounded good.
Yeah. That
Sorry.
too.
Yep. That was that one. That's that
That's
album.
what I'm gonna say. It was just an era, bro. It was an era in time that, like, when you look at that list, I want to buy all them albums now on vinyl.
Oh man, vinyl.
Like, that's just
that year, huh?
Because you in that list alone, you have 20 albums that you still can slap.
You could just go from this year alone and be playing music for hella long.
Hella long.
Like that whole that 02 to about 10. Like that the Y2K era of music.
The real Y2K era
can never be repeated, bro.
The real one. The one that we were there for. Not the one you guys are recreating. The one.
TT mad. But that era, bro, is...
I'm not mad. I want to clarify. I'm disappointed. I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because of the fact that people, because we're going into it, but people don't understand how multifaceted our particular generation is. Like, there have been plenty of iconic generations. I'm not gonna shit on nobody at all, because obviously we all wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the ones before us. But the millennial generation had that weird connection of still having the things where you would be outside playing until the lights came on and go in the house and hop on your video game.
Yeah, you said landlines.
You see what I'm saying?
We were the analog and digital.
Digital.
We were both. We were the last of both.
You know?
We were literally the beginning of social
media.
We
had CD players,
reality TV,
and iPods. Like, you know? And so I'm disappointed.
We had encyclopedias before Wikipedia.
Thank you. Do you know that we are older than a lot of search engines and things like this?
We're older than a lot of information now.
We're older than a lot of shit, but it doesn't feel like it. And so I it's not that I'm mad. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
What would you expect from them, though? That's what I want to know. Like, what did you, like, because what was passed down to them? Like, what information that we got that we gave them?
You just hit my nail on the head. That's why I'm disappointed. That's exactly why. You can tell that there wasn't enough. You can tell. You can tell there was not enough passed down. And I feel like it's because our generation got to a level of just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm trying. Some of these young folks are growner than us mentally and emotionally and sometimes physically. You know what I'm saying? When children, hurt children are raised by other hurt children, yes, I said it like that on purpose, it begets such a strange, inconvenient realm. And I feel like we're in that now. And so I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. Because all of the things, all of the curses that we ended up breaking in our family, all them generational curses, even though we may have broke some, we didn't continue it like the people before us did. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey.
You can't get mad at the babies. They didn't know.
They didn't know.
I mean, and during that time, you got to think about it. Because like you said, we went from analog to digital. So during the height of, like, when we were really fascinated by technology, that's when we had kids. So that's what the kids saw was our fascination with the technology. And by that point in time, they had, when they're programming stuff, realize they're getting, like, people who study psychology and everything to make it addicting. So these kids whose brains aren't fully developed are touching these things that are, like, gonna grab and keep their attention.
Yeah.
So getting them off of that's hard. Like us, we have that programming where it's like we know when it feels like we on the computer or on the phone too much.
Yes.
We know we'd be like, all right, I gotta
put
chill
this
down.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
because we know what life was like before that. These kids don't know that life because they've had it their entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And they dislike it at this point.
They do.
And you know they kind of mush us in with them, right? Like because of the fact that we've been able to quote assimilate to all of the upgrades with us being millennials, they blend us in with them. They blend us in. When you hear the language being used, like when you hear the language that's being used to talk about our generation, it's disheartening because y'all want to act like y'all didn't see all of this shit that we have experienced. We ain't saying your experience is any less, but what we're telling you is you don't get to invalidate our experience because it was different. Speaking of experiences, can we talk about millennial fatigue? Can we talk about it?
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
I don't know if you guys seen on social media, but there was a clip that we came across where a young lady literally broke down everything we experienced as millennials. So she talked about, like, if you think about all the things we went through as far as 2 wars, basically. I mean, we're about to go through another one.
2 wars, multiple recessions. Hold on.
We had a housing market crash.
I got it.
We elected a reality TV star to be president twice. Man, we've been in more debt. We've seen 9/11. You know what I mean? Bombings.
More school shootings than like all of
era.
American history, bro. All of it.
And we have to hear about them all. Like
And see it. And see it.
I have to go home and bro, we went through a pandemic, like
a global pandemic.
You know, we saw like just crazy shit, and it's like, and they wonder why like our generation is a little more goofy or funny, or why we're a little more energetic and youthful, is because like a lot of our youth was just taken because we had to literally deal with shit like this. I remember being in school and having to go home when 9/11 happened. I remember like being pulled out of school.
I remember that,
like,
bro. It was crazy.
Like I remember the wars.
Crazy.
I remember the housing market crashing and people losing their homes, and and the big debt and like all this craziness.
Ice raids, motherfuckers putting kids in cages at the border, separating families, sending them to random places they ain't even originally from.
World Star, like it's just
World Star.
It's been a lot. Like we've had so much more put like pressed in our face. Probably energy duration. Like it's so much shit that we could not even ignore or get past, or because again, back in our parents and grandparents, shit was in newspapers, and if you didn't see it on the night news on TV, it wasn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't that close.
And it wasn't even 24 hours.
Yeah,
like their news cycles.
It was a specific time.
We're watching people die live. People are recording people being killed and dying live, and it's passing it around.
And memeing
instead of helping them, they're recording it.
They're turning it into memes. They're making phrases and acronyms of it. And it's like back in the day, like I remember I used to sit, I have, thank God, I'm blessed to have both my grandmothers. Shout out to my granny and my grandma, because yes, there's a difference. I remember sitting under my grandma and she would talk about how like back in the day, they had the radio on at a specific time at the day so that the family was all together, so that they could all hear what was happening together. And now, as soon as you pick up a phone, turn on a TV, turn on your radio in your car, anytime or you ain't even got to pick it up. How many random Amber Alerts do y'all get on your phone immediately?
All the time.
Like, and they're loud. And most of them, you'd be like, bruh, didn't this just happen like 20 seconds away from me? Now we have apps that can tell us what type of predators are in our neighborhoods and how close and what they did, depending on if you pay $5.99. What the fuck is happening? Why is it happening?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's sick, the things you have to experience. Like, and it makes you understand. No wonder mental health is so huge for us now. And you see some people like, bro, because there's a lot of things we were just numb to. We just didn't. We just kept moving and going through it. You know what I mean?
We've had to be resilient.
Yeah, we have.
Because we gotta have, and right now, I mean, we gotta have. So we have artists like Kendrick Lamar, who was putting out songs. We gonna be all right. Like we had to have different type of chants and ways to keep ourselves together and keep moving. You know what I mean? Because like we can't tell what's real and what's fake now. Literally.
Man, literally.
Yep.
Because everybody's online just playing a role.
That part.
That's
Nobody
why
themselves.
That's why I feel like what we're doing is important.
Same.
Because it's authentically us. It's just natural. Like, again, the progression. Like, there's something that me and you see, we have opposing views on. Where I'm like, we should do a pod episode and just talk about like the pod, like what's going into, and you're like, nobody be interested in it. And it's like, no, that's exactly what people are interested in. Like, people's creative processes, because everybody's creative process is so different that there is an interest for any and everything.
And that is my problem. Mind your fucking business.
Oh.
It's too much information out here. We're giving away too much. Again, going back to the time when you mind your business. There's things that you kept in-house to yourself, but now you literally have to give all of yourself.
You don't want to. You don't want them to see the magic behind the curtain.
No, because you don't care. You just.
I mean, why go to the magic show if you want to see how it's done?
There's a point. You just went to the magic show to enjoy the magic show.
That's true.
That's true.
Just enjoy the show.
That's very true. Just enjoy the show.
Like, I don't got to show you how to put a rabbit out the hat. Look, a rabbit out the hat. Oh my God, clap. Like, why I gotta tell you, like, all right, break down. So when I do the rabbit,
there's a secret compartment.
Everybody just want to know everything. You know? That's why you go back to artists. That's why a lot of there's no such thing as superstars anymore, because you have to give so much of yourself to people. You have to like really immerse people in your business and really brush up the album, bro. Focus on the album. I want to go to the tour, go to the concert. Like, why I gotta show you how I'm failing, preparing, and injuring myself just for you to care about what I'm doing? Like, you don't even care about the product.
It builds.
You care about being in my business. Just you can go and talk about me amongst your friends. You see what they posted? You see what they put up there? And that's what I don't like. That's my thing. It's like some shit should be left behind the red curtain.
You think they were going back to seeing more gatekeeping?
I believe in that. I always believe in gatekeeping. I never thought it was a problem because, believe it or not, gatekeeping was how you got Luther Vandross. You know what I mean? Luther went from being a background singer to doing jingles to writing to becoming an artist. So when he became an artist, he appreciated being an artist. Now you can just put up a song on Instagram of you running back and forth with this bullshit song and it goes viral, and now you're a big artist. But outside that song, you're ass. Like, so it's like, if you had a gatekeeper, we're not putting that out.
I was not ready for the reference.
Getting signed was harder. You had to do artist development. Like, there were hurdles you had to do to get to. Like, yeah, in some ways it did kind of screw you because the game was skewed in a way that where you had to kind of kiss the ring in certain ways. But that's how you get New Edition. You know what I mean? They have to go. That's how you get Temptation. You have to go to Motown and actually, like, literally try out. You have to go there and, like, and there was a committee, yes or no. Like, it wasn't about, look, I got 250,000 views on this video. No, do the 8 count, bro. You suck. Next. Like, you want it to be better. Now, you don't care about it. As long as I can go viral, as long as I can go next to a man and his wife and take a picture and ask his wife for her number and I almost get slapped by this man, I'm famous. What is fame now? Fame is more stepped on in the dope game. Like, it's not the same no more. That's why you don't have. That's why Beyonce and Kendrick and those handful of artists can do these big tours, because they came out in time where you had to be a real superstar. Like, Kendrick was a hype man for J-Rock.
Yes,
before he was Kendrick. You know what I mean? Yes, Beyonce was in the group. Beyonce was a child rehearsing out here, writing. Like, that's how you get
girls'
the
time.
Yeah, like, there were hurdles. You had to earn it. You had to want it. Now it don't matter because a label just gonna sign you because you baby viral for bullshit. So yeah, I believe in gatekeeping because the gate flew wide open, nigga, and everybody came in that bitch.
Ooh.
Now it's a block party.
Ooh.
So yeah, definitely that. Close the gate on these niggas.
That.
Put the chains on the doors. Put the chains on the doors. You know what I mean? Jacqueline on me the movie.
Close the damn door.
Close the damn door. Speaking of Kendrick and Beyonce.
Oh!
Did y'all see that Kendrick and Beyonce are nominated for Emmys for the, like...
I don't even care which one of them win, just as long as one of them win. Bro, I don't give a damn.
A halftime performance. A halftime performance. And shout out to the Bay. We were part of that.
Oh my God.
Part of that Emmy nomination.
Do y'all know? I'm sure y'all saw some familiar faces up there, y'all, if y'all was watching.
Shout out to homies.
K-Dot knew what he was doing. K-Dot knew. K-Dot knew. Listen, y'all.
Shout out to Turf Fiends, man. Like, it was just big.
Listen,
like,
y'all.
But to see this brother
that was amazing.
Has a Pulitzer. Like, we talking about somebody from the trenches, like, collecting these amazing awards for his art.
The legitimate Pen Griffey. Bro. Like the real one.
being a real student of the art, and being a like, if you, this is for anybody who has a child who's in the hood, who's an artsy kid, you think you're weird, don't stop.
Don't, please.
Because that's a prime example of
Please
somebody who was
don't.
that kid who's in the arts, who's in the hood, in the projects, going through, but he's still stuck with it. Now look
And
at
if you're a parent of a kid like that, please provide
Encourage
that
them,
child
push them.
some resources
Encourage
to
them.
help grow that. You don't even know what seed that was planted in that child, okay? Please understand, you don't choose your children. Your children choose you. That being
I
said,
be telling
if
my
you
son
see
that all
that
the time.
seed, you better nurture that, okay? Listen. I'm trying to tell you. So who y'all want to win? Beyonce or K-Dot? I'm asking. What's up?
K-Dot.
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 Dot. B?
K-Dot.
Dot. 4 dots, respectfully. But no one's going to get hurt, okay?
No.
Okay. Just have to get that clear.
All right.
All right, guys. Now, I say all the time that I'm very much a weirdo. I'm a nerd. And I know some people take this as an offense, like, oh my God, you don't have to say that just because you're interested in different things. But I don't say it as a negative thing. It is a badge of honor, okay? When you are a kid who has a brain that just thinks like this, you either have to run away from it or just accept it for what the fuck it is. And I have humbly and happily accepted it. So, I have a quandary, a conundrum for the group. Okay?
Talk to me.
This is going to be a segment known as Maki's Tinfoil Moments. So, get ready to get weird. Because I do that, and I do it fucking well.
Let's get fucking weird.
Now, guys, as y'all know, I am very much a spiritual woman. Not religious, spiritual, okay? With that being said, I was having a conversation with my mother the other day. And
With pleasure.
with my mother, yes. And we was talking about something. So you know how you go to bed, you got you a dream, okay? And your dream is something that you've seen before. My quandary, my tinfoil moment, is it deja vu or is it a premonition of something you haven't seen yet? Is it something you've seen before? Or is it something that you're going to see again in the future? What y'all think?
And it happens when you're asleep?
So let's go
like
into like the quote definitions, right? A premonition, a soft term for that. A definition of premonition would be when you see something that has yet to happen. Now, premonition, the word, has normally had more of a negative connotation, like more of a warning, primarily because the two roots mean, I think, pre-warning. It's like warning before active warning. However, a lot of times premonitions for people don't actually always involve something negative. Sometimes it's, that doesn't make sense. And then long down the line, you actually experience the thing and you're like, the fuck? Wait a minute. But I'm curious to whether y'all feel like for you guys, if it happens, do you think it's deja vu? Is it something that you've already seen before and you're seeing it again? Or for you, is it something that you haven't seen before and then it happens after you've seen it in a dream?
I think the dream is like your ancestors coming to warn you. Like, I believe like our dream states are like the portal to the other side.
Okay.
Of that, our guardian, if you believe in things like that. But I think so. I think it's like a warning or like somebody, hey, look, such. Hey,
yeah.
it ain't gonna make sense now, but just know,
Yeah.
a little piece of hair grease. You know what I mean? Get up out of there. So I think it's something like that. I think it's something to do with the Most High. You know what I mean, in the spiritual realm.
It sounds kind of like you might be leaning a little bit more towards like premonition, like it's a warning or a foresight of some sort. What about y'all?
Brittany.
B, yeah.
Brittany says no.
She said no.
She said negative. Niggas.
Let me see.
Shea butter God. What's tea?
It's a little bit of everything. So it's funny.
That's a shea butter God ass answer.
I actually just wrote a poem about this today.
Of course he did. Put the kid
it was
ignition.
after a
Is that
nap.
a premonition?
It was after a nap too. It was after, like, literally I woke up from a
Hey,
nap.
listen, you got
Like,
yeah.
so
It sounded like a good nap.
now what? It was cool. It was only like 12 minutes, but it's weird because
Spiritual ass nap.
Hey, they say 22 is a very like it's like a perfect time to take a nap.
so.
Like the perfect time length, 22 minutes.
But it's like a combination of like the infinite, like shit you've actually experienced, things that you haven't, like a combination of both. Like, and you got to, that's why they say to keep like a dream journal. Like if you can remember
Yeah,
your
I've heard
dreams, like
this. I've heard
writing it
about
down
this.
because it is, there are messages in there. I remember the last 2 nights ago, my fiance, she was like, "Do you remember your dream last night?" I said, "Yeah, it was hella funny. I was laughing, I was laughing in my sleep. Every once in a while, I have a dream that's just hella funny, and I be laughing in my
Did
sleep."
y'all hear it?
Same, bro. It's like that time I dreamed about the leprechaun chasing me.
But
Definitely.
it's like I just know that I'm
Don't
laughing. It's
ask.
just hella funny. But yeah, I think it's a little bit of everything. It's part. It's like everything we see probably has like a negative part to it that we can't see. So everything that's
Like a
actually a positive,
connotation or
no, like
something.
actually physically, like how
Oh,
that
Oh, like a
light is a
duality.
physical thing. There's like
a
on the
black
other
light,
side of that, there's a
the
side
infrared
that
Mhm.
doesn't
light or
exist in
something.
this
Yeah.
realm. So it's like when we go to sleep,
Like there's a light above the spectrum that we can see, but there's obviously a spectrum that we cannot see.
yeah. So it's like over there on that side, like when we close, we go somewhere where the limitations that we experience here aren't there. So things don't necessarily make sense over there. They're kind of just all over the place.
Mhm.
And it's up to us to kind of then come back with our conscious
Like
mind here.
decipher and kind of okay.
It's like ayahuasca shit. I fuck with that.
And
Low key, yeah.
and it's kind of like
Low
when we
key.
sleep, it's like our brains, everything we're taking in right now, like we're taking it, even if we're not like consciously taking
Yeah,
it
we're
in,
downloading.
and so like when we sleep, it's kind of like sorting it out. So it's like
I agree.
it's like a mix of all them things.
It's like your subconscious trying to just kind of deal with the things that it may have like flung out like for the day. Like, oh, okay, let's revisit this.
Yeah.
I think one represents a beginning and one represents the end. I feel like usually in order for you to have quote déjà vu, that means you had to have seen it before because it's then recognizable or familiar in some way, right? So I think to me, a premonition is what it begins as when you see it. However, if you see it again, then it's déjà vu. If you see it up here first, it is premonition. Then you see it happen in real life, then it's déjà vu because you've seen it up here. That's what I think. Now, with this thought, right? I'm curious, like, do you guys experience that at all? Like, have you
All the
been
time.
in a situation where like you've been there and you just kind of stop, like, wait a minute, hold on, wait,
Definitely.
I know this.
All the time. I just look at it, oh shit, deja vu, and keep going. Yeah, deja vu.
That happened to me the other day at the house
All
in
the
the
time.
garage moving stuff. I was like, hey, wait a minute, I did this already.
Same.
For sure.
Same.
I believe that.
I just want to check on their third eye. They all seem cool.
Yeah. All right, my turn. Yeah. So we have this new segment on the Squad Pod that, as you see, we just did Maki's Tinfoil hat, and we have another one for your boy called Kodak's Corner. You know what I mean? Because I used to be, you know what I mean, getting off dime rocks in the corner. I used to spit that knowledge too. But yeah, and so this week's Kodak's Corner is, I guess, something that's kind of like personal to me now. So without giving away too much,
It's like you said, without getting my shit together.
I'm working on a personal passion project for a dear loved one of mine who is no longer here, and it has to do with animation, you know, and so I'm starting to get into this space, and while kind of surfing through the web, you know, I stumbled upon the new Blurred's Order. Shout out to New Blurred's Order. Is a live stream platform that's like on Twitch and like YouTube and on Instagram. It's a bunch of black nerds. This is what blurs are, black nerds. That's the
Get
term.
with it.
You know, and they were having a conversation with Ryan Coogler and Shanaka Hodges about Ironheart, the new show that's on Disney Plus. And so shout out Anthony White. They did a virtual roundtable with them that was done with the AAFCA, the African American Film Association. Yes, and so basically they did each person on the roundtable had one question to ask, just one. And so Anthony took his time to ask a question about the backlash that Ironheart, the pre-black backlash Ironheart had been receiving before it came out. And his question to Ryan Coogler and Shanaka was like, basically, Ryan, you've already done this with Black Panther and the things you've already done. You know, you've already received backlash before a lot of your stuff has dropped. And he wants to know if he prepared Shanaka for those same type of things, you know. And so Ryan, in short, said yes, but they started to have a conversation about, like, Ryan talked about how when he was a young kid in Oakland, you know, he wasn't into comic books heavy at first, but his cousin was the one that got him into it. His cousin was the one of his kids who was taking him to these comic book stores because he didn't feel like the comic book stores was like a safe space for him. So it took his older cousin to bring him into those spaces, you know, and to basically walk him into the doors. Like he was, you know, he being a black kid, especially in the 90s and, you know, I mean, and in general, you know, in those type of spaces of like animation and comic books and stuff like that, you kind of feel like an outsider. And so for him, he would call his cousin like experiencing things they never really talked about, or people like kind of, you know, just judging him or looking at him weird, or, you know, but he didn't care, you know. And in a lot of ways, the stuff he's doing with Black Panther stuff was from that. Like he wanted to basically create a space where you see more of us. He went to a Comic-Con in 2016 and looked around and seen like it's a lot of us in this space, but we're not talked about and we're not always welcome.
It's a lot of us.
Know? And it's so crazy to me because like, you know, Shanaka was talking about like, she had experience where she was living in Alabama working on a film, and she was talking about the SNCC, you know, which, if you know about the SNCC, it's basically a nonviolent organization group out in Alabama, and like how they are having children, you know, they're SNCC adults who are having kids who are on the front lines protesting for our rights. So it's like, if these babies can get out there and protest, I can write a film or a movie or show us, like that's for us. Like, you know, and Shanaka's from Oakland, like Ryan. You know, her father, Baba Hodges, is a very known activist out here. You know, it's just crazy how when you think about all the amazing superheroes, like I was looking it up, like a lot of the superheroes that we have that are black superheroes that are from the comic books. Hype. You know what I mean? You're talking about like Luke Cage, Black Lightning, Static Shock, Bishop, War Machine, Steel, Spawn, Blade, Ironheart, Storm, Cyborg, Green Lantern. The first one was black. You know,
the original one was black.
Monica Rambeau, the first Captain Marvel, was a black woman. You know what I mean? So
black woman.
Black. So all these prominent black characters that are known that kids are dressing up as. You know what I mean? But yet you still don't feel safe in a space that you should, you know, because why can't our heroes be welcome to this space, but we are not? You know? And like just Cooper was talking about how basically like we were never welcome in these spaces, not just in, you know, the comic space, but in Hollywood and places in general. Like, but we can't focus on them. You know, we have to keep doing for self. You know, and one thing that's also brought up was the doing the promotion of Ironheart. The lead actress, sister, forgive me, I can't think of your name right now, but she was doing like a press run on the show. And again, it was when the pre-backlash, before the pre-backlash is backlash you get before the show even drops. People are already hating on it.
Oh yeah,
you
big
know?
Time. Yeah.
What Disney has been doing, Disney does things to try to like offset that. So they had Robert Downey Jr. do like a 20-second clip of him saying, you know, for one, he dropped the promo for his new movie in it. And then he turned around and says that, you know,
shameless plug.
Yeah, super shameless. And said like Iron Man hearts, Iron Heart, you know. And so of course she did, oh my God, you know, hearts, Iron Man. But it's like, then come to find out, Disney paid him $1 million to do that.
It's not like he recreated the story.
Like
the original iHeart character is a black girl.
It is.
Like he didn't rewrite the story.
But it's crazy that like, well, Disney has to pay you $1 million to endorse this. You know what I mean? Like that's what you were giving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you look at like I said, Star Wars with the current Obi-Wan Kenobi and how Reva from the new Star Wars like show's been coming out. Like again, a lot of pre-backlash because of this black girl playing in this legendary, you know, series or brand.
Yeah. Iconic.
And it took the current Obi-Wan to do the same thing. Oh my God, we love her. Like, you have to be endorsed by these A-list white stars to like just alleviate any type of just we call it just racism, like people just shitting on them. Like it threw me off. You know what I mean? Like as someone who's getting into this space, you know what I mean? Like it really saddens you when you know, like I know so many people who are in that animation. You know, shout out Honey Gold, you know what I mean, her blurs and things she's doing with
Love you,
having
Jazz. I love you,
gaming,
girl.
yeah, like gaming
She was a
parties and stuff
fairy.
like that. Like
The real one, not the
you
one
know what I
in
mean?
me.
Like it's just so crazy, bro. When you
With the
see that there's
wings.
so many, like I remember being a kid watching Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh and
Bro, I
you know what I
played
mean,
Dragon
like
Ball Z, bro. Stop
like being on
playing.
Cartoon Network heavy, you know what I mean, watching all type of anime. Like I still got homies who still watch anime to this day.
A lot of people don't like give Toonami the love that it deserves. If you was really a kid in the millennials, bro, after Cartoon Network was quote over, it went right into Toonami. Toonami was Dragon Ball Z, Samurai Jack, you know what I'm saying? Then it went to Adult Swim.
Y'all might not,
Right?
y'all might
Adult
even-
Swim had Cowboy Bebop, it had Full Metal Alchemist, it had Ghost in the Shell. Like these things were being marketed to us. And a lot of, you know, impoverished, low income, even mid income Black folk back in that day had those exact same channels. A lot of times, if it wasn't Nick at Night or Nickelodeon, it was Cartoon Network, Toonami, and Adult Swim.
Man, it was coming on like in the weekdays, like
Yes.
at 2 o'clock though. That's when like
Yes.
Sailor Moon, Ronin Warriors.
Man,
Sailor
come on, Sailor Moon, bro.
But you know, I think it's because when I'm finna get deep. When you have a worldview that focuses on individualism and in your story, only people that look like you, act like you, walk like you, talk like you can fit in these spaces, there's a level of cognitive dissonance that takes place when people see somebody who they don't think can walk into that arena in that arena. That's why I think they need to be, I don't think they need to be, but that's why I feel like people have to go out of their way to put all this extra bullshit in place for, you know, a Black counterpart who's telling the same story or a similar story, telling the, you know, a story that's reminiscent to a white one. We as Black folk come from a Ubuntu mindset. We are a unit. We are a group. We come from unity. So we're not tripping if we see a Hispanic superhero. We're not tripping if we see an Asian APPI hero because of the fact that we've never been taught to only highlight ourselves. Whereas not all white folks, we respect that. Not all white folks. Some white folks still fall in that crack of individualism where it's just me. I only see me. And if I don't see somebody that looks like me, then I don't see it. It's incorrect. It's wrong. And so that's what I think is happening. We're starting to see people have to face their cognitive dissonance because there has to be somebody that looks like them, that they approve of to endorse this person. They don't have the ability to see Ironheart. They don't have the ability to respect the Black Green Lantern because they made a white one that looks more like them. You know what I mean? That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is for sure.
It's just sick, man.
It's
just
trash.
sick that like you get into these spaces. Like I mean, Ryan couldn't answer it the way he wanted to answer it because he's a producer and he has a lot of investment into Disney and Marvel. You know, but it just really sucks that you really have to prepare someone for one of the biggest moments of their life. You know, Shanaka's been working the game for a while. You know, went to NYU. You know, worked her way up, different writing, like a amazing poet. If you never heard do poetry, you know, to get this moment where she wrote an amazing show. And you have to literally deal with backlash. For instance, like Cool was talking about how like it's always like a lot of like just lies when it comes to the backlash. How people were like dumping on Black Panther, but like Wakanda Forever is consistently streamed and streamed twice as much as Black Panther 1. But yeah, you let people the backlash tell it the numbers are not doing as great, and it's a lie.
It's always like that.
It's a lie. Like you know what I mean? Like you saw with Ben Stiller when it came to Sinners, how he had to come out to people like stop lying on this movie. Stop lying about what you're saying. Like, it's just so it pisses you off when you know you do good work and you put the time into it, and before you get a chance at your chance in the sunlight, niggas are already putting shade over you.
You bringing up Sinners is such an excellent like moment to highlight this. I think another reason why they have an issue with it is because they don't know how to control a narrative that's spun specifically to highlight the Black experience.
No.
They don't know how to do it. And so when Ryan comes in and is knocking shit down
Being
the way
authentically
he
himself.
wants to do it,
Authentically.
standing on his all 10 of his toes, and still getting the recognition, still hitting the numbers, still getting the coverage that he's getting, I think it pisses some people off that they can't control what he has the ability to do because of the fact that he is self-serving, but also inclusive, like other motherfuckers should be, right? They don't like the fact that if I write as a, I'm not white, obviously. If I'm a white person and I'm trying to hypothetically write a story for the Black experience, I have to go and seek counsel from people that have the experience. I can brainstorm and think about what it could feel like to me, but the reality is I can resonate with somebody whose story I can control because I can make it match or complement or empathize with what the fuck I'm going through. Ryan is out here like he was talking about in that particular clip, because I remember you posted that clip. I think he said it without saying it. We have to be able to control our own narratives. We have to create our own stories, because when we create them, not only do we control the narrative, but we also can do so in a way that's genuinely authentic to the POVs that the narrative serves. That's what I think is the T. He said it, but he didn't say it.
What's the name of the guy who was in charge of Marvel? The dude passed away. That everybody's like this icon.
Stan motherfucking Lee.
And I'm gonna leave it like this: Stan Lee said out of his own mouth, "Blade saved Marvel."
I love you, Stan.
When shit was low and money wasn't coming in, Blade, a Black superhero franchise, saved Marvel.
You still at the cookout?
Black and vampires.
So that's all I gotta say. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Stan.
You love our content, you love our talent, you don't love us.
Stan was the man that made a random cameo in all of his movies. And even when he passed away, he still recorded extras to still put inside. Stan Lee, we love you. Did y'all know? And I'm going to leave it alone. I'm happy you brought him up, because it's like, listen, like y'all know, X-Men was supposed to be a commentary on Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. I ain't going to go in, but hey.
So we going to leave it like that, man. This is another episode of Regular Thing Podcast. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is a Squad Pod episode. So if y'all love these, comment, let us know if you want to see more of them. You want to see longer episodes, man. We here to entertain y'all and have great content and great conversations, man. Till next time, it's your player partner Kodak. Behind the lens is Shea Butter God himself. And our news 4-horse member B-Rocker, Britt. Beep, 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 beep.
And you already know, baby, I'm Mari Marta Star. Now do what you're supposed to do, okay? Make sure you go follow us on all of our platforms, okay? Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, anywhere you can listen to a podcast, go find us. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, okay? Follow my big brother at CodeDZ with 2 E's and an underscore at the end. Follow Vernon Sincere. That's Sincere with a Y, not an I. Follow me at shamari.ray with a Y.bell. And last but absolutely the coolest, follow Big B at Britt 2 T's Nixon. No spaces, no underscores. We love y'all. Have a good night.
Catch y'all next one, man.
Peace and ease.